What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to my NFL game predictions, where me and the Bull predict the games for the upcoming NFL week. If you're new to this series, basically I give my prediction on who I think is gonna win the game, and I put the two teams on a piece of paper, two different pieces of paper, put in a bowl. Pick it out randomly, predict that way, and that's the Bulls pick. So, yeah, but before we get into this, we're going to be predicting the Week 10 games. Let's take a step back and review how we did at Week 9. As you can see, I don't know, I went 9-5, okay, not the worst. However, I coming off a 13-2 week. It kind of, a little underwhelming. Wish I could have done a little bit better, but hey, what can you do? I had a really great first half. After the 1 o'clock games were over, I was 7-1, and I just choked. I choked. I got 4 games wrong out of the prime time ones. So yeah, Bull did pretty good actually. I think this might be the first week it actually did better than me, and I did better than me another week. But yeah, I went 10-4, so it did pretty good too. So yeah, 49ers beat the Cardinals. Closer than I thought it would be. But me and the Bull did. Actually, I got that right. Bull got that wrong. The Texans destroyed the Jaguars. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Eagles beat the Bears. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Chiefs beat the Vikings. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Steelers beat the Colts. Very happy about that. Me and the Bull both got that right. The Dolphins got their first win. The Bull got that right. I got that wrong. They beat the Jets. I was so shocked. I was literally headset on having them. They were going 0-16. I think I accidentally said 16-0 last time, but I hope you guys should know what I mean. But that was just crazy for me. I literally didn't even know what to think after that. Wow, the Jets really choked that one. The Bills beat the Redskins. I got that right, but the Bull got that one wrong. The Panthers beat the Titans. I got that right, but the Bull got that one wrong. The Raiders beat the Lions. I got that one wrong, but the Bull got that one right. The Seahawks beat the Buccaneers. That was a good game, though. Jameis Winston was balling. But me and the Bull both got that right. The Chargers beat the Packers. I got that wrong, but the Bull got that right. The Broncos beat the Browns. Me and the Bull both got that wrong. The Ravens beat the Patriots. The one time I want the Patriots to win, they lose, because I'm a Steelers fan, and it would have done better for the division. But no, Ravens are legit. Bull got that right. I got that one wrong. And then the Cowboys beat the Giants. Me and the Bull both got that one right. So that was the Week 9 games. Let's move on and predict these Week 10 games. Alright, first up we got Thursday Night Football. We have the Chargers at the Raiders. And I'm going with the Chargers. Chargers really stepped up against the Packers of all teams. I don't really like riding momentums, because every time I do, every time a team gets an upset win that I'm not expecting, they always seem to lose the next week, and that's when I tend to pick them. But I'm gonna say the Chargers do go on this momentum run. They're gonna beat the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Chargers. The Bulls are actually gonna take the whole home team and take the Raiders. I would think this was not a close game if the Chargers weren't that before they beat the Packers, they weren't looking like the best team. So I think the Chargers will still pull this one off, but I think this is gonna be a close and good game. It actually could go either way, but I'm leaning just a little bit more towards the Chargers, because I do believe that they are the better team, and they might get something going here just to make themselves look a little bit better. I move on to 1 o'clock games. The Giants at the Jets. We have the Battle of New York, Battle of MetLife. I'm going with the Jets, actually. I know, crazy. Not many people are gonna pick this team after they lose to the Dolphins of all team, and after just like looking terrible. But I think they bounce back. I trust them. I can take them being the Giants. I think that's a team they can beat. I think they, I guess I thought they could beat the Dolphins too, but I think they're gonna bounce back. I'm getting this feeling of them bouncing back. The Giants still aren't the best team. Jets though aren't the best team either. So yeah, this is not the best game. The Bulls gonna take the Giants actually. So Bull is taking the Giants to beat the Jets. I mean, that's what a lot of people are probably thinking. They probably have more faith in there. They do have Saquon Barkley, but they got Le'Veon Bell on the other side. And I don't know. Jets have some more key players. I think that's what's gonna win them this game. Alright, next up we have the Falcons at the Saints, and I'm going with the Saints. Falcons, they're very, 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 very disappointing. I had them going 9-7 and being a wild card, so I'm very, very disappointed in them. So yeah, I'm going with the Saints. They're just the much better team. Drew Brees is back. It doesn't even matter because Teddy Bridgewater is doing fine, but I just don't think Falcons might do something here, but I think the divisional games can go either way. So the Bull might have something here because the Bull's taking the Falcons. The Bull has disagreed with me on these 3 straight picks so far. Will we agree anytime soon? But yeah, Bull's gonna take the Falcons. I'm sticking with the Saints. Not only all that, but the home team too. I think it's a pretty easy pick. I think this one's gonna be close though. I think it's gonna be close, but the Saints will come up on top. Alright, next up we have the Chiefs at the Titans. I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't know if Patrick Mahomes is coming back yet. If he does, great. Even if he doesn't, okay. I still think they're going to win this game. Why? Because they're the Chiefs and they are a good team. And the Bulls going to agree with me. So yeah, I guess we are going to agree. But yeah, Bulls gonna agree with me. Yeah, Titans, they're an alright team. They just been kind of disappointing. I just think with their how they've been playing, their situation. They benched Mariota for Tannehill, which it's working out for them. But I don't know. It just seems like the Chiefs are more together, and of course the overall better team than the Titans. So I think that's gonna get done in that game. Alright, next up we have the Ravens at the Bengals, and I'm taking the Ravens. My good, I know the Bengals and Ravens usually play close, but I don't think that's going to be the case this time. Ooh, I think this is going to be a tough one. The Bengals have just been terrible so far. The Bengals have been a mess. Ravens just beat the Patriots. They've been looking like a really good team. As much as it would help the Steelers for the Bengals to win that, nah, I don't think it's going to happen there. I'm taking the Ravens all day. Bulls going to agree with me. That's probably one of the easiest picks here, if not the easiest pick this week. And looking at the overall games, I think it might be the easiest pick. They're just a much better team than the Bengals. Like a tanking team versus a Super Bowl contender. Easy pick. Alright, next up we have the Bills at the Browns, and I am going with the Bills. Browns, man, I took them against the Broncos. They're just dysfunctional right now. There's nothing else to describe it. They're just dysfunctional, and I can't take them against the Bills, who have been actually playing pretty good, especially defensively. They've lost to good teams, but I believe they might be coming off a bye week. No, I'm sorry, they beat the Redskins. I don't know, I tweak like that sometimes, but regardless, Bills are still a good team. Browns aren't really. even with their talent. I think maybe in a year or two they might get something going, but yeah, I understand why Cleveland Browns fans of all people were like hyping up their team because they're itching to be good. But yeah, I think it's a little bit more time here. They need coaching and development with like Baker and stuff. Bull's gonna agree with me with the Bills. But yeah, Browns not looking like they're gonna win that game. All right, next up we have a very toss-up game because it's two teams that are like they're not really they're not tanking by any means. Um, they're kind of rebuilding. They're just not the best right now. We have the Cardinals at the Buccaneers, and this is a really toss-up one. I feel like this can go either way, but I'm going with the Cardinals. I'm really feeling the Cardinals here. Um, I'm just feeling the Cardinals. It's kind of a gut feeling pick. I know the Buccaneers played really good against the Seahawks, but of all teams to pick after one week, it's really shouldn't be the Buccaneers. Just because they Jameis Winston balled out and the team balled out last week doesn't mean they're going to do it this week, regardless of a worse or better opponent. So I'm going with the Cardinals. The Bulls are actually going to agree with me. I think Kyler Murray and the crew are going to get it done. Yeah, Buccaneers could by all means win that game, but I'm feeling more the Cardinals for my prediction, and apparently so is the Bull. Alright, next up we have the Lions at the Bears. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears, have been, disappointing. I believe they lost. Yeah, they lost to the Eagles last week. However, the Lions lost to the Raiders. And I'm tired of taking the Lions. I keep taking the Lions. I don't think I've gone one Lions taken one. Like I take the Lions and then I never get it right. I have faith in them when they can. So I'm definitely taking the Bears here. I think they're actually going to get a win. Whether or not Mitchell Trubisky steps up, I really think the defense is going to really play good this game. I'm just having a feeling about that. This divisional rival at home. I feel like they're going to ball out. Maybe, maybe not. Bulls going to agree with me, so we'll see. We're both taking the Bears to beat the Lions. That one could go either way, honestly. That's a decent rivalry game there. Alright, moving on to the 4 o'clock games, we have first up the Dolphins at the Colts, and I'm going with the Colts. The Colts got upset by my team, the Steelers, but they had a lot of opportunity to win that, or like I should say they could have won that easily with a kick, but there was just a collapse there with the laces and the snap and the hold and the kick it wasn't too pretty there, but thankfully for my team. But yeah, Colts. I think Jacoby Brissett is injured, but Brian Hoyer can fill in. It seems like at least Steelers love to make it look like that, but I'm not gonna lie. Defense is good on Steelers side, but yeah, I think Brian Hoyer is gonna get done against the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they beat the Jets, but I think they're gonna primarily still tank. Bulls gonna agree with me and take the Colts to beat the Dolphins. Colts are at home too. So yeah, I think the Colts are the much better team with or without Jacoby Brissett, let alone Andrew Luck. Oh my goodness. Alright, next up we have the Panthers at the Packers. I'm going with the Packers. I really think they're gonna bounce back. A team like the Packers, like losing to the Chargers, especially this season. I feel like it's just a choke. It's just a choke, honestly. I think they're going to bounce back. I know the Panthers can ball, but I just don't think they're gonna do well in this game. I know Christian McCaffrey. I think he's a monster, and I'm so glad I got him on one of my fantasy teams. But yeah, I just think the Packers are gonna bounce back. Panthers are still a so-so team. And yeah, I got Packers. Bulls gonna actually take the Panthers and disagree with me. Hey, maybe the Packers choke 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to go with no, but it's possible. Anything can happen in the NFL. Speaking of which, next up, we have my team, my game, the Steelers. And we have the Rams at the Steelers. And I'm taking the Steelers. I know, biased, hopeful, whatever. I'm taking the Steelers. I'm in all hype. The Steelers won a game with their third string quarterback. They are 4-4 with all their injuries, all the situation. It's crazy, man. I'm having faith. I'm selling in. I'm becoming a Yinzer. They're gonna upset the Rams. They're gonna go 12-4. They're gonna win. Okay, I'm sorry. I started to joke around there, but yeah. Now I'm actually taking the Steelers in all seriousness. There's just, ever since the Steelers have been this injured, and the defense has been looking good though, I've been feeling this upset of the Rams. The Rams have not been entirely a good team, but they've definitely been still good, better looking than the Steelers, I should say. But yeah, this could definitely go. The Rams could definitely win this. Don't get me wrong. This is definitely an upset I'm picking, but it is one indeed. So yes, it is my team, but it's just one of my upsets that I try to pick sometimes because upsets happen every week in the NFL, and they're very hard to predict. The Bulls actually going to agree with me and go with the Steelers. So yeah, the Bulls taking the upset too. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Steelers are at home. Yeah, Rams could tweak, but we'll have to see. Hopefully for the best, because go Steelers. Alright, next up we have Sunday Night Football. We have the Vikings at the Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys. Yeah, Vikings are a decent team. They're pretty good. I think Cowboys are slightly better. And they're at home, so that's my reasoning. This could go either way, but I just two good teams. I'm not feeling the Vikings winning. I'm just not feeling that at all. So I'm going with the Cowboys. Bull's gonna agree with me and say the Cowboys are gonna beat the Vikings. Yeah, Vikings. Yeah, they're decent. They could win this, but it's just I'm just not really feeling it too much. All right, next up. Monday Night Football. We have a game. Actually. We have a divisional game. Two good teams. One team that lost only twice. The other team undefeated. We have the Seahawks at the 49ers. And I am going with the Seahawks. I am going with the 49ers' first loss here. The last time I took that was against the Panthers, and it epically failed. The 49ers are at home, but you know why I say sometimes it doesn't matter for home field advantage. I'm taking the Seahawks. The Bulls taking the Seahawks. Wow. But yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks too. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Seahawks are just that team. They're just a good team that does lose, but I feel like if anyone's going to beat the 49ers, it's going to be the Seahawks. I don't think the 49ers are going 16-0. So I do believe they're going to get one here, but the Seahawks are a good team. It's not going to mean anything for them. I just think the Seahawks are going to do it here. But yeah, 49ers, great team. Seahawks might win this one. And then we got a whole boatload of bye weeks. We got the Texans, the Patriots, the Jaguars, the Broncos, the Redskins, and the Eagles, all on their bye weeks. Okay, so let's recap, shall we? Chargers at Raiders. I'm going with the Chargers. Bulls going with the Raiders. Giants at the Jets. I'm going with the Jets. Bulls going with the Giants. Falcons at the Saints, I'm going to Saints. Bulls going to the Falcons. Chiefs at the Titans, I'm going to Chiefs. Bulls going to the Chiefs. Ravens at the Bengals, I'm going to Ravens. Bulls going to the Bengals. The Bills at the Browns, I'm going to Bills. Bulls going to Bills. The Cardinals, the Cardinals at the Buccaneers, I'm going to the Cardinals. The Bulls going to the Cardinals. The Lions at the Bears, I'm going to the Bears. Bulls going to the Bears. The Dolphins at the Colts, I'm going to the Colts. Bulls going to the Colts. The Panthers at the Packers, I'm going with the Packers. Bulls going with the Packers. Panthers. The Bulls taking the Panthers, I'm taking the Packers. The Rams at the Steelers, I'm going with the Steelers. Bulls going with the Steelers. The Vikings at the Cowboys, I'm going with the Cowboys. Bulls going with the Cowboys. And the Seahawks at the 49ers, I'm going with the Seahawks. And the Bull is going with the Seahawks. So that's our picks for Week 10 of the NFL. If you want to know how we do, make sure you watch the Week 11 prediction video, because like we did with Week 9 this week, we'll wrap up Week 10 and see how we do, see what games we got wrong and right, and then we'll predict the Week 11 games. But for now, that's going to do it for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. No, it's always up to you. And we'll see you guys in the next video you watch of me. Goodbye.